So it has been a while since I have done any of these videos. I apologize for that. It's just been kind of crazy for me. And honestly, I was getting a little frustrated with Chantal and Amberlynn, so I decided to take a break. I didn't want to try to respond to all the videos I've missed, because there's a lot. So instead, I'm doing like the last 3 that they've done, give or take. And so this is Chantal's. I did try to do one of Amberlynn's, but I kept messing up the video for whatever reason, and I did not want to watch it again. So I was like, nope. So that one's, no, I didn't do it. I was like, nope, it's her, what I ate today, 60-pound weight loss or whatever. It wasn't that important anyway. She didn't really say much, so I'm not really going to worry about it. But so I'm going to start off with Chantal's. So this is it. So let's get to it. As someone I know says, I don't know if it's her or whatever, but let's do this.
Are you gonna say hi to me? What the heck is this? Jerk.
That was a cute dog. I'm not even gonna lie. And the dog probably has good taste in people. That's why it doesn't like her. Just saying.
Can I see your pants? I need to show my pants. Can't see your pants. Can you go back? Because I gotta show. Can you see my pants? You're not gonna be. Can you see my pants?
It's so funny. She can't really bend to the side or anything. She's like, I feel like someone said she's actually a lot shorter than I thought. Like barely 5'1", 5'2", but then other people were saying she's like 5'7", so I don't know. But that does explain why her arms and legs are shorter than I would expect for someone who's like 5'7", 5'8", because it always gets me. I don't know why, but she always seems like she's just extra short, like her fingers and everything. So, but if she's like 5'1", that would explain it. But I know Amberlynn's like 5'1", 5'2", but I thought she was taller.
Here's Foodie Beauty, all dressed up in her pants and shirt.
Mother.
These are the pants I want to show you guys.
That's kind of funny. Her mom actually sounds a little like her. Like she has her voice.
They're thicker material leggings from Penningtons.com, and this is the shirt. I like it because it covers everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this is the side, and this is the back of the shirt, and that's it.
And the puppy.
Hey guys, hey. Hey guys, hey. How are you? How are you? I really don't want to make this video. I really don't. But it needs to be done despite the backlash I'm going to get, no doubt.
Probably.
I don't mind. I just ask if you could please keep it respectful. That would be greatly appreciated.
Obviously, she does not know how YouTube works, because no, people usually don't. I mean, some people do, but some people don't. So, I don't know what she's about to say, but I can guarantee that she's going to get some disrespectful comments. It just, that's what happens.
As you can tell, probably, obviously, you've guessed by the title of this video, I've decided, again, to not do mukbangs on my channel.
Yeah, well, spoiler alert, that doesn't last very long, because I think I'm going to be reacting to a video at some point where she just did a mukbang. McDonald's Angry Mukbang, I think. I think that's the one. I don't know. I think she's like a couple up already after this. So, yeah, whatever, BS. Total, utter BS.
I've decided not only to not do mukbangs, but to, in general, not make food
Lies.
a theme.
Lies, lies, lies. She knows what will get her the most views, and that is her eating, because everyone likes to watch a big girl eat. Like, it's just the thing. Well, okay, but not everyone, but certain people do. So of course I don't know why she bothers. Like, why does she bother coming on here and telling us that? Or, like, what she should do is make this video and then wait a few weeks or a few days when she changes her mind, and then not post the video. Like, that would be smart. Because this is why people get mad at her. It's not so much she's making the video, it's so much that we know better. We are not stupid. Only your sheep that follow you and believe every word you say are the ones that, you know, are going to be like, oh, I was so surprised. Oh, I thought she was going to. Yeah, I'm sorry. But those people are, I don't even know the right way to say it. Like, anyone who still believes you right now, who has not seen more than, like, who has seen at least more than one video of yours, it's not all there. I'm just saying. Like, I'm sorry. But anyone who believes anything she says and is like, yeah, it's going to happen, is ridiculous. I never fully believed anything she said. I was just hopeful. Hopeful, yes. But very realistic about everything.
On this channel. Especially not one that involves indulging in food, indulging in trigger foods.
Whatever.
And I've done this many times before on my channel, so those of you who are not new to the circus know what,
right?
Probably guessed that this would happen, or
right?
predicted that this would happen, just based on...
Yep. This is part of her cycle. I don't know what step this is in the cycle. Is this one? Is this step 1 in the cycle? Like, is this because it's usually I'm going to stop doing this, and then, oh, it's too hard to stop doing this, I'm going to keep doing this. Oh, why are you mad at me for doing this? I don't care what you say, I'm going to do this all I want. Oh, I'm going to stop doing this. Like, I think this is what, step 1? It is step 1, right? I'm not off on that.
Patterns I have
yep.
demonstrated on my channel.
Yep.
So I don't blame you there.
Yep.
But there's a few things, other realizations that I've come to.
Nope.
That have been, that are the nails in the mukbang coffin for my channel.
Nope. I don't believe you one bit. I'm like, I know better. Sorry. I mean, the girl literally had surgery to remove her, uterus and ovaries. And then who knows what other health things she has that she probably hasn't even told us. And I'm sure many doctors that she's gone to have said, you know, you might want to cut back on the bad food. Doesn't matter. She could literally lose her leg from diabetes and she would eat candy still. She could literally, if she were a smoker, lose her lung and have to, you know, have part of it removed and she would still smoke. She's just that kind of person. She's never going to stop. It's crazy. So no one believes you. And you need to stop getting mad at people when they don't believe you. It's like trust is earned and you haven't earned anyone's trust because you're a liar or just lying to yourself. I don't know.
And a bit of the history, maybe for those of you who are new, and you have some new subscribers. I started my channel back in 2017 and I did a few makeup videos and then hopped on the mukbang trend and grew my channel that way. I didn't really, I always struggled with food.
I always take that picture
had
wrong.
issues with food.
So I'm going to be taking screenshots throughout. Looks like 1 or 2 or 3 maybe. That last one I just did was crap. She wasn't even looking at the camera when I pushed the button. But it's just easier than me having to then go back and rewatch the video to find the right screenshot. So if I see her look at the camera and I'm like, oh, that's perfect, then that's what I'm going to do. This is what I use for my thumbnail.
But I never realized how much of a food addict I was. How much I had disordered eating. I never realized that at the time. It took a few years after starting mukbangs to really unravel what's going on, and I'm still...
Like, when you're in the high 400 pounds, how do you not realize that? I'm in the mid 300 pounds. I realize that. I know that I have a food problem. I know that I have an issue. Like, I'm not in that denial phase. Like, how do you not know? Do you not look at yourself in the mirror? I mean, you must. You buy clothes. You know what size you're wearing. Sorry, I don't understand how you would not know that. Of course you know that. You just want to lie to yourself and be in denial. It's ridiculous.
Very much right in the throes of everything, of the disease, and yes, because of that, I don't think it is healthy for me to be obsessed with food on my channel, because for me to beat this, for me the only way as a severe food addict is to keep things clean and simple when it comes to eating and abstinent. And the very act of mukbanging, I've tried to make it healthy. I've tried to turn a blind eye, which is not good, but I've tried to make healthy mukbangs, and
no such thing. No one believes you. Sorry, I just can't stand to listen to her spew this BS. It's driving me crazy. Oh, this took you long enough. I pushed the button like 5 minutes ago. Where were you? Ugh. No one believes you. Sorry. Just zip it. Alright, stop talking about it because you're a lie. A lie!
And I still find myself, it is a slippery slope, and I know a lot of you have said that, but I'm stubborn and I don't listen to people. And that is a very negative trait to have.
Alright, hopefully one of those came out as a good screenshot. Sorry, I had to go to something.
I don't really remember what I was talking about.
I'm done.
Basically, just the short of it is, as a food addict, it's a slippery slope for me to say I'm going to do healthy mukbangs, and then I find myself wanting to be more entertaining in a mukbang way. You know, you see Nikocado, you see Steven Sushi, you see other...
I'm actually curious how long it took her to do a mukbang after she made this video, because I don't know what the difference is in time from this to the first mukbang she did. Because I don't know if the video I'll be replying to is the first mukbang she's done since making this video or not. She's just, she's so horrible. Like, I get why Zachary Michael's done with her. I want to be done with her too, but I think because I hate her so much that, like, and I know she hates commentary videos, so I want to make them just because maybe one day she'll figure out I exist and then I can piss her off a little bit, you know? Like, I know it's petty, I don't care. I don't like her. Like, she's so horrible. Like, ugh. And of course, I don't know what her mother looks like. Maybe she's big too. Because, like, I feel like people who don't suffer from the same thing are the ones that are going to tell you to get your in order. And I feel like it's the fact that nobody in her family tells her these things, or at least from what I could gather, they don't tell her these things, because I would be telling her these things all the time, like, shut up, get your S together, and let's do this. Like, come on, quit making excuses, quit lying to yourself. But, like, she has no one helping her stay accountable for herself. So, they're all enablers.
Bigger mukbangers who have more success in that community, and they actually do a really big display of food. And I find myself leaning towards that when I do mukbangs, like with the 5 tacos and the 2 burgers or whatever. And I find ways to justify it with trying intermittent fasting and all this and that. And it's just not healthy eating that kind of food, period.
Nope.
That food, just when I eat it, no matter how long I intermittent fast, no matter how healthy I eat after, I'm finding that I still feel like crap. I still feel the effects of, if I eat a really fatty meal, really unhealthy meal, my heart beats faster, I need to lay down. It's just horrible feeling. And I just want to keep it simple when it comes to food. And I want to invest the money I save on mukbangs, on food, which I spend a ton of money on food. Like, I don't have money.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. She probably spends as much money on food as 3 people would spend in a week on herself. I can guarantee that. As much as she probably eats, I don't doubt that one bit. And it's like, here's my thing. If you want to be a big girl and you want to eat a lot, you do it. Enjoy yourself. Who am I to tell you not to? But if you're over here trying to tell us that you're not going to do these things and that you hate being unhealthy and you hate being fat and you hate this and you hate this and you want to change and you blah, 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 then do it. Like, stop walking in this circle. You're making us all dizzy. You just are.
Money for anything else because I spend it on food. And that, I could use that money to do more fulfilling things on my channel, which brings me to another nail in the mukbang coffin. I don't feel fulfillment.
Blah, blah.
Overall, when I really analyze how I'm feeling after a mukbang, I feel like I do after I have a binge. I feel not right deep down, because I know deep down what I'm doing is not right. And I just choose to ignore that, just so that it's easier to do that than to do other content.
Yeah, see, no one cares you're over here trying to admit your wrongdoings, because you're not going to change, so who cares what you have to say? Like, I don't care what you have to say, and nobody else is going to care what you have to say, because you're full of SH, you know what.
And be held accountable, It's easier, it's more effortless. You turn on the camera, you stuff your face. It's, there's not really, the way I would do it anyway. I'm not saying that mukbangers don't put hard work. I'm not attacking the other mukbangers or trying to insult anybody by any means. This is just how I feel personally about it, and I think that I have had success with doing mukbang on my channel in the beginning.
I find it funny that she's over here trying to be respectful to other mukbangers when she will badmouth you like nobody's business if it suits her. Like, if she's talking about, like, when she became vegan and she was talking bad about people who eat meat. Like, girl, really? But, like, really? And then how long did it take you to start eating meat again? And now you just act like that didn't happen? Like, you're always bad-mouthing people who aren't doing exactly what you're doing in that moment. Your weekly diets that you like to do, your different diet of the week that you want to try and do. It's BS. Like, who are you to ever tell anyone that what they're doing isn't right? I don't care if I'm over here eating 1,000,000 calories a day. Like, you have no right to tell me what I'm doing is wrong, and you have no right to tell anybody else what they're doing is wrong just because it's not what you're doing. It's like, that's why I hate her, because she's so freaking, like, hypocritical, first off, and she's so high and mighty. Like, she's entitled. She's so entitled. She feels like she's so entitled to things. Like, she's a total Karen. Like, I'm sorry, she just totally is. Like, she thinks that it's only right when she's doing it, and that if she's doing something new, a new diet, veganism, whatever, that if you're not doing it, then you're a horrible human being and you're doing it wrong and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you're so horrible. Like, how do people like her? How does she have friends? How does her family? I don't get it. How do people like her? Like, she's not a likable person. I do not like her at all. And I know I'm just ranting, but I just don't like her, and I don't care. And I can't listen to her talk about this stuff. It just drives me crazy. It's utter BS. Ugh.
But another nail in that coffin is having opened up and sharing my addiction and eating disorder with you guys. And I just, I think that's just completely changed everything.
Lies. Don't believe you.
I'm starting a new chapter of my life. I need to do a glow up. I need to work on myself. This is, how many hints do I need to get? health problems,
Nope.
breakup. Like this is a new chapter in my life, and I have to make it about me, and I have to make it about healing myself and getting.
Yeah, whatever. Nobody believes you because it's utter BS. Because in the next video, you're going to be eating a mukbang again, and some unhealthy mukbang. And then you're going to be all mad at all the people who got mad at you. Like, I bet that McDonald's one that I'm going to react to, I bet that's her, like, being pissed off because everyone's mad at her for being so stupid and saying, I'm not going to mukbang anymore, and then go right to mukbanging. It's like,
better.
And then she can't understand why we're pissed.
I came home today. I wanted to binge so bad, and I had a binge urge, and I ran home, and I read the chapter that I haven't read yet about this one man. His story's in here. This is a really good book if you're a food addict, food junkies. It's been on the shelf. I was really excited about it at first, and then I went back into denial, and I put it away. But there's a chapter about a man who was a severe food addict and ended up succumbing to the disease. He died. It took his life pretty young. And that's people who who are not food addicts or any addicts of any kind don't really understand. Because a lot of people, it's just lunacy to a lot of people. And I understand that when people...
Look, I'm a food addict, and I still find half the stuff you do to be crazy. Like, I still find it to be lunacy. Like, obviously, it's like, it's... See, and I hate that, too, because she tries to lump herself with other food addicts. No. She's in a category all her own. Like, she's like the worst of all of them. Like, the worst. I think even the people in my 600-pound life don't piss me off as much as she pisses me off. Well, okay, there's been a couple. But for the most part, they don't piss me off that much. And they're in such denial, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, have you ever heard them talk and you're like, really? And then Dr. Dow always gets pissed off at them because they're like, oh, I went off track a little bit. He's like, you gained 5 pounds and you're 700 pounds. Do you know how much calories you have to eat to gain 5 pounds at 700 pounds? A lot. He's like, how is that a little over? Like, that's BS, like crazy. And she's exactly the same way. I like, can someone just smack her upside the head? Like, do like Gibbs does in NCIS. Just knock her upside the head a couple times. Maybe it'll fix that part of her brain that is whacked and not making her think right. And I'm not making a crack at anyone who has mental issues. That's different. Now, I'm just saying, like, in terms of just her, she's a dumbass. Like, I'm sorry. She's just a total dumbass. And she's a full of you-know-what. And I try not to cuss, but whatever. I'm not monetized, so who cares? I can cuss, I guess, all I want. But she's totally full of shit. Like, she just is. Like, what is her issue? Ugh, drives me nuts.
Say, what is it going to take for you to change? How many health problems do you need? I mean, is having blood clotting alone not enough? You know, is not being able to walk 2 blocks enough for you? And no, some people, I honestly think some people just never have a rock bottom, and they turn out like this man in the book, and they die. They eat themselves to death, or they drink themselves to death.
Yep, that's going to be her. That's going to be her book. Someone's going to be writing about her one day, about how she died because she couldn't get it over it. And it's like, look, I have sympathy for people like that, because who knows, I could be like that. But what I don't have sympathy for is people like her who make everyone feel like they're the problem, you know? It's like, no, you're the problem. Like, you're the only reason. Like, if your life is crap, it's all on you. Don't blame us. You know, if you're choosing to do something stupid and you're paying the consequences for it, it's not our fault. Like, and that's the thing, she always wants to blame us. It's like, no, I'm sorry, that's all you.
Or they, whatever, overdose. I mean, it's
just waiting for the day.
BBJ, we're supposed to be social distancing. Personal space, please. For some people, it's just not enough. And you just, all you care about, you don't care about that. You know, you don't care about your health.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really hard thing to explain. And the fact that I think that the fact that I'm on here talking about it, and the fact that I rushed home and read that chapter, because I don't want that to happen to me, confirms that I don't want that to happen to me.
Nope.
So there is...
No, it doesn't.
Part of me that really wants to fight this over and over again.
Yeah, not enough of a part of you, though, because you're not doing it. You're still making that same old damn mistakes you keep making over and over again. And it's like, I get that you struggle. I struggle. I'm up and down all the time. But I'm not constantly making videos where I'm going to do this and then, you know, your cycle, I don't have that cycle on camera. Like, I have that cycle sometimes. It's where I want to change and then I get motivated and then I lose my motivation. And that's where I'm at right now. I am totally, like, so unmotivated to do anything right now. And it has a lot to do with the whole situation right now with our country and our world and everything. But it also has to do with other things that I'm dealing with. And it's like, yeah, I'm depressed, you know, and I admit that. And I'm not over here saying, oh, you know, that I won't do it again, because I probably will still do badly. Like, I don't know what it's going to take for me, honestly, other than, like, I joined that gym, and I can't go to it. I know I can do video workouts, which I do want to start doing, but I'm just, like, that depression, it wears you down, and I understand it. And if I could afford to, I'd get help, but I can't. Unfortunately, I have no insurance, and as of right now, I'm not making enough money to even afford it, so. But whatever, I digress. I don't know, she's just so infuriating. Maybe it's because I see some of myself in her, like, maybe that's what it is. But even then, I'm not in this much denial. Like, I don't know if she's just lying to herself or what, but, like, she's in such denial. It's ridiculous.
Until I get it right. You know? Look at Amber Lynn. She's breaking her cycle. It's taken many tries.
Yeah, but you're a lot older than her, too, so you should have already been there. Like, you're, like, what? 38? She's 30. So, you can't compare yourself. You should have been doing it a long time ago.
But, I find her very inspiring. And if I'm honest, I'm kind of jealous that I'm very, very, very happy for her, don't get me wrong. But I'm jealous in the way that I wish that was me. I wish I was down 70 pounds, you know, I'm not going to lie. But I know that I can be. So, yeah, I find honestly her very inspirational, right now. So, just that positivity. I really enjoy that. But anyway, I don't like the way I feel when I'm doing mukbangs. I find that I don't feel any fulfillment from it.
That's my thing too. Like, she talks about how she doesn't like how she feels when she does mukbangs. And, like, I get it when you digress and you go back to eating unhealthy, but why do you gotta record it? You don't do it because, like, no one forces you to turn the camera on when you eat fattening foods. Like, no one forces you to do that. You do that because you know that you're gonna make money. It's the only reason you do it. You don't give a crap about your own health. That's bullshit. You don't care about yourself. I'm like, because if you did, you wouldn't record yourself eating like that. You talk about your disorders and your issues with food and stuff like that, but, like, no. If it were that big of an issue for you, you wouldn't record yourself. You do it because you know you're going to monetize. And that's the only thing. Monetization to you means way more than your own health. Just like Amber Lynn. Like, if it came down to it and someone said they'd pay her $100,000 to gain, you know, all the way back and then get up to 600, I bet you she would. Like, I'm sorry. You guys care more about making money off of your YouTube than you do your own self.
I don't feel fulfillment. I think the best when I was filming way back. Do you guys remember the first time I went on my weight loss journey and that first walk I went for and I was enjoying the air? I mean, I when I'm putting together a vlog, I know I put a work into, and I have a good message in there, and I feel good about myself, and I'm connecting with you guys, and I'm inspiring people. That's where I feel the best. When I'm doing, you know, editing, even when I'm editing my mukbang, I get bored. So if I'm bored with my own content, how are other people thinking about it?
Bored.
You know? I think I'm just going to worry less about the pressure of worrying about getting a lot of views, about gaining traction, about all of that stuff. I'm just going to... Sorry, Sam is spazzing. I'm just going to worry about doing my best to do videos that I feel good about, and
doesn't last very long.
Just leave the rest up to whatever. I mean, for people to watch or not to watch, whatever, you know? Yeah. Anyway.
Nope.
I've had some health issues, new health problems with, issues with my lungs. I don't know if I told you guys about this, but on March 4th, I think it was the 4th, I was having, UVJ. Oh. I was having shortness of breath, a new cough, a dry cough, and when I would cough, I would taste blood, and I had chest pain. So because I've had pulmonary embolism before, I've had blood clots in my lungs before, I don't mess around, and I was told to see a doctor. So I went to a walk-in clinic to avoid the ER, but they always send me to the ER with a note. I spent 3 hours waiting at this clinic only to get sent to the ER with a note to have more blood clots ruled out. So the note seemed to fast track me because right away they put an IV in so they could draw blood or whatever. All vitals measured or whatever, everything was fine. I had an EKG done, that was fine. I had a chest x-ray done. Now, I was sent home under the, assumption or whatever from the doctor that the diagnosis or whatever, that I might have something viral. I was put on droplets precaution too, because this was right when the whole coronavirus thing was starting. So, I get home 2 days later, and the reason I went to the clinic in the first place was because I thought I had a cold, and I wanted a puffer to help me breathe. Like salbutamol or whatever. I get home 2 days later,
I think it's called albuterol, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what she just said, but I don't know if that exists, unless there's another version of it that I don't know.
Quality assurance or whatever, quality something department from the ER. Apparently, when you leave the ER, you have tests done. There's a doctor and a nurse who look at your test results again and make sure nothing was missed. Well, apparently on my chest x-ray, there was something that was there. And I wrote it down because the terminology, now, if any of you work in the medical field and know what this is, so it says, it's called HILAR, Hilar, lymphadenopathy. So there's an increase in the right perihilar with ill-defined opacity, which could result from atelectasis or air disease. But so basically they want me to have a non-emergent CT scan. I know you look grumpy that I'm not paying attention to you, I'm trying to film a video. Because, so they told me to have my family doctor order a CT for me. Non-emergency one, just whenever, because back in November, August and then November, I had a chest CT done. And they found a nodule or an enlarged lymph node in my lung or whatever. And it's grown a little bit. That's basically what the guy said, who called me, the nurse, and they want to give me a CT. So I did end up, luckily, getting a family doctor within that time, and I have an appointment Monday, and I have to talk to them about ordering a CT for me.
Well, I mean, that sucks. Whatever it is, I hope it's nothing too bad, because that sounds pretty bad. Ooh. But I hope not.
I asked the doctor, basically, what does all this mean? Why CT? And they're kind of like blunt and grumpy, like not grumpy, but like very blunt. But basically they want to rule out cancer. But it could be so many other things. Apparently it could be from an infection or, I don't know. The fact that it's not an urgent request for a CT makes me think it could be something else. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's all scary. When I was having my right side pain, it was in my ovary, I was like, oh, there's something up with me. My time of month hasn't come, and I don't think I had it. The last time I think I had it was in December, maybe January, and that was it. It's been months. And so I was like, okay, like, what's going on? And so then, I finally went to the emergency room, and, they told me what it was, and thankfully it's non-emergent thing, but it does need to be removed. It's just a fibroid on my uterus, and it's fairly large, but it's scary. Like, that's scary. I can't even imagine. Like, I'm just praying that all goes well. I have my appointment on the 13th of April because it was the soonest I could get it. And I've been trying to get insurance, but canceling my old insurance is almost impossible. I actually have to write a letter, which I need to do. I'll type up a letter for them with my policy number and everything so that they have it, because I need to get that done. So I get it. Like, that's hard. At least if I lived in Canada, I could get seen and not worry about it, but
I'm trying not to worry too much about it until I get more answers. And yeah, so that's how my health is doing. In another video, I'll go into more about how I'm doing with the post-hysterectomy healing and everything like that. I definitely will not be going back to mukbangs. I don't feel right about it.
You will.
I feel better when I'm just being real and open with you guys and sharing my struggles, sharing my life. And I think a lot of people just want me to be honest with myself, honest with you guys.
But you're not. And the funny thing is, like, even if I didn't know that she had a mukbang video after this, or at least some point after this, I still wouldn't believe her. Like, even if this was a recent video and she had just made this, I still wouldn't believe her. I was like, no, I don't believe you. I don't believe anything she says. I just listen to her. Like, whatever. Like, part of me, I guess, cares to an extent about certain things, but then other things I don't care about. Like, I don't care about her weight loss because I know it's non-existent. I don't care about what she's doing to try to get healthy because I know that's nothing. But when it comes to other things she can't control, like whatever's going on with her, yeah, I care. Like, I don't want her to be dead. Like, even though I know she's going to die sooner than she should because of how she eats and how she takes care of herself, I don't want her to die. That's not something I'm looking for, looking towards happening. It's just I'm not stupid and I know it will happen, which is unfortunate, but these are the choices she's made. So, it's not much you can do. I have people in my family who make very bad choices about themselves, and they will die from them. And that's just their choices. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't force someone to change. No one can force her to change. And if she's going to continue to live this way, she's going to continue to live this way. So, whatever.
And continue to work on getting to a happy, healthier place. A lot of you've been watching me for about 3 years, and that's a long time that I've been with you guys. So I understand if a lot of you do come from a place of concern. And, you know, I'm very sorry if I've been very, you know, deafblind to it all. I just really, when I have my mind set on something, I just kind of want to tune out any opposing opinion, and that is something I really want to work on. So I'm going to try my hardest to allow opinions of all forms in my comment section.
Nope, doubt that too.
And go from there. Like I said, I just ask that you keep it respectful. We're all different human beings. We're all struggling, and yeah, just, you know, your support is appreciated. So anyways, I guess that's it for now, guys. So I'll see you guys again soon. I'm going to have to really just put more effort into my videos and different material for you guys. I think it'll be a lot more interesting once I move and just starting a new life. You know, it's kind of just like in between. But it's a new chapter. I can't, you know, I want to get...
Yeah, it's always a new chapter. This book has so many damn chapters, it's ridiculous. This book of her life has so many damn chapters, and the problem is, each chapter is the same as the one before, so it's like, well, what's the point? Instead of, like, multiple chapters, you just have this one long chapter that just keeps repeating itself. It's like, okay, we're done with chapter 1, let's move on. But that never happens.
Can't bring this baggage with me. I need to be healthy. I need to be healthy to start this new adventure, and I think it'll be a good thing. I'm excited. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Whatever. No one believes her. I definitely don't believe her. Like, ugh, whatever. Yep. Alright, I'm done with her. I'm going to move on to another video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please comment below. I always appreciate those. And thank you guys very much for watching.